this is the magazine cover analysis for Summer's End. For our coursework we had to make a magazine cover as well as a poster and trailer. Our magazine was called Cinema Now. We decided to use Cinema Now because it's associated with films. Obviously our film's going to be going to the cinema, and it's now, so it means it's present. It means that it's a new film and people will be going to watch it. We put the background picture of our magazine to be summer, the same picture as we used in our poster, but we edited it differently. We had it in black and white. It was quite like a dull white. So the black obviously represents the horror film. It represents like the death, the darkness of the film, the eeriness, and the white represents that someone's a ghost, and also the angelicness of Elle and how it's quite an emotional film. It's not more gory. If it was gory, we would have had like red and like deep reds and gory like green as well. Instead we went for the more emotional effect, which helps also attach the audience of girls, because generally boys do like horror films more than girls. So knowing it's emotional and that the main two characters are girls will help attract girls to go and watch it. There's less writing going on in like the actual background of the picture than on the poster, because we wanted it to be around the picture so you could see the picture more. The writing was around it, and we made sure that the picture was really effective. Like her eyes were very we had like loads of makeup around her eyes, and that they were very powerful, because obviously, like I've said in my other videos, that's the branding of what we're like, that's the main branding point that we're trying to get across, and we want that to be the most memorable things. So, and every poster, every trailer, we want those eyes to be effective. The colour scheme that we used for the writing in the magazine cover is white and like a dull orange. The dull orange we got from the poster because there's like a tingy colour to it, and it's like a deep, like a really dull musty orange, and it's quite, we wanted to use that in the film the magazine cover, because we wanted to like obviously link them all together and know that that's one of the main colours that's going to be used. And the white is obviously representing like the emotion of it. We didn't want to use and we wanted to only stick to a few colours so it looked professional. So we didn't want to have like loads of just random different colours in it, because then it would look unprofessional and it wouldn't look like an actual magazine cover. It just looked like you were just trying to show like what films are out at the moment and just have a leaflet or something. Also we put the date the magazine is, which was August 2011, which is when our film's released, in August 2011. So we wanted everyone to know that that's when it's out, and it's out at the moment. So as soon as people see that poster, they'll be able to go and see it in the cinema. Like, they won't have to think, oh, I've got to wait till then and then forget about it. They'll think, I can go to the cinema and see it now. And obviously, because it's released in August, we did it because of summer, because obviously it's about a girl called Summer, but obviously it's going to be the season then, so it's like at Christmas, all Christmas films are released, and if they were released at any time of the year, people wouldn't go and see them because they're not in that mindset at the moment. Whereas in summer, you'll be thinking, oh, summer, so people might go and think, oh, it's going to be about like the end of summer, and take it as the season, not the actual person. So it helps get more people to go and watch the film. And we did it on the 5th of August that it's released, which is the first Friday, which is the main day that new releases tend to come out. We also put on the top of the magazine cover that it's a best-selling film magazine, so it means that people know that this film must be good, that like Summer's End is the main focus in this magazine, and if it's the best magazine then it must be a really good film, because they wouldn't advertise it, especially they wouldn't put it on their front, that wouldn't be like the front page of the magazine if it wasn't a good film. So it also helps get more like people to go and watch it then, especially if like you see it in shops where you don't even have to buy the magazine, you'll just see the front of the magazine and think, oh, I'll go and watch that. We also put other films on the front cover, like advertising for other films. Obviously Summer's End was the main priority, but we also put other films around it to make it look more realistic. So we looked into like what films were being released at the same time, and one of them was the Harry Potter Part 2 trilogy. So we obviously advertised that one. We put a picture of it and wrote some like writing underneath it, and also there was there was a Transformers review on it. So like that's another film that's going to be released, and they're both big films, so it shows that Summer's End is in the same category as them, so it helps get more like people to go in it. And there's also the Sitter, Abduction and Final Destination 5, which are other horror films, so it helps like means that the audience who is buying the magazine is most likely into horror films, especially from the front cover. As you can tell from the front cover, it's really dark and it's like quite a deep film, so people who will be drawn towards it will be the target audience that we want to go for. We also had a barcode on it, obviously because we'll be selling it in shops, so we needed it to look really realistic.